Peace, guys. Today is day 2 of my 30-day yoga challenge. How is everybody feeling today? I'm excited. I feel pumped up. So, if y'all ready, grab y'all mat and let's get started. We'll start off first standing up in a standing up position into Tadasana, which means all four corners of the feet planted to the ground, arms out to the side, space in between our arms, our shoulders back, and we're going to take some deep clearing breaths, okay? We'll start out taking a deep inhale and exhale. Again, we're going to take another deep inhale, but imagine the inhale is drawing all the energy up from the base of your feet into through your nostrils. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Again, one more deep inhale, exhale. Now let's take our right hand and inhale, bringing that right hand up and across, bring it to that left side. Just giving our left side body a stretch, breathing, and exhale, release that hand down. And get the opposite side. Inhale, lifting up the left hand. Exhale, release. Now we're going to take both hands. Inhale, lifting up. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, release. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Let all let go. Now we're grounded in the present moment. We'll start out facing to the top of the mat. Here, we're going to do a couple sun salutations to bring that fire energy into our belly. Today is Tuesday, which is a Mars day, which is that fire energy. So let's take a deep inhale, lifting both arms up into the air. Reaching through the fingertips, strong in our body. Exhale, fold forward, dive down towards the floor, hinging from the hips. Allowing our fingertips to touch the mat as we fold here. Breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Keeping your knees, a soft bend in the knees, no locking out the knees, just breathe. And on the exhale, we're going to come up, bring our hands to our shin, creating a flat back, looking forward. Exhale, fold back down. Breathing. Allowing ourselves to hang heavy. And on the next inhale, we'll hands from the hip with sweeping arms coming all the way up, extending those arms above the head. And if you like, let's take a slight back bend here. Reaching still through the fingertips. Come back up to center, bringing our hands to a prayer above our head and bringing that energy down to the center into our heart space. We'll take a deep inhale here. Exhale and release. Releasing our arms out to the side, space between our arms. And again, our feet are planted to the ground, secure in our body. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling again. Inhaling, reaching up. Bending through the fingertips, space in between our fingers as we reach up. And then we're going to hinge from the hip, dive down towards the floor, flat back as we go down, letting the fingertips reach the mat and fold here, hanging heavy, allowing all those invasive thoughts and overthinking to fall out the top of our head here. Allowing us to be present in this moment. Breathing. One more inhale as we come up halfway, hands onto the shin. Our back is flat, looking forward. Exhale, fold back down, allowing them fingers to reach the mat. Breathe here. And on our next inhale, we'll hands from the hip again, rising up, Bringing our hands above our head, the heart is gazed up into the sky. We're taking another back bend. Bringing our arms to prayer above our head and channeling that energy down into that center of our heart space. We'll take a deep inhale, exhale, and release. Releasing those arms out to the side. This is us just loosening up here, expanding in our heart, expanding in our body. Now we'll do a little bit deeper in that sun salutation, okay? So again, we'll take a deep inhale, rising up through the fingertips. Exhale, folding, diving down towards the floor. But here, we'll slightly bend our knees, placing our hands flat to the floor, and step our feet back into a push-up pose. Here, we will lower ourselves down, and you have a choice. You can keep yourself up, shift our weight through the fingertips, shift our weight up in the chest, and keep our chest lifted. Or you can release your legs to the floor flat down. Either one, what you want is comfortable for you. Breathe here. Then we will bend our knees, bringing our knees towards the back, and release the knees back to the floor. Then untuck our toes, come on back onto the balls of our toes, shifting our weight and the hips up. Turn ourselves to upside down V here. Breathing. And feel free to walk yourself out a little bit. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Keeping our back flat. Our feet, if it can reach the floor, flat to the ground. If not, stay on your tippy toes. Which one is comfortable for you? Just breathe here. Engaging, pressing into the mat. In our next inhale, we will walk or step our feet up in between our palms and fold here. Then come up halfway. Again, flat back, look forward. Exhaling, fold back down. And with swooping arms, reach up towards the sky. Reaching, coming into that back bend. Exhale, bringing our hands to prayer and channeling that energy down to our center space. Here, we'll take a deep inhale. Exhale and release. Whew. How does that feel for everyone? Y'all feel that energy flowing? Okay, let's take this right leg. Step that right leg back. Turn that right leg perpendicular to the mat, keeping that right leg, the left leg straight. And here, we'll pivot our hips forward and reach up towards the sky. Again, reaching through the fingertips. Then we'll turn our gaze sideways. Arms out sideways as well, creating a deeper bend in our knee, in the left knee. Then we'll drop this right hand behind our back or on that right leg, and then extend this left arm into the air, and as if we gazing at it, breathing here. Then we'll drop this left hand onto that left knee, and then extend this right arm straight out. Breathing, stretching. Again, if you want a deeper bend in that knee, extending. And when you're ready, we'll drop both hands to both sides of the feet. Come on to the balls of that right foot. And here, we'll bring both hands on the inside of that left foot. Breathe here. Allowing ourselves to be open, connecting to the hips. And then we'll rest that right leg onto the mat and breathe. And if you want to take this pose a little bit deeper, you can come on to your forearms here. Expanding deeper into the hips, keeping that knee and foot at a 90-degree angle. Don't overarch the knee past the foot. And just breathe. And when you're ready, we'll walk our hands back and extend this left leg straight into a half split here to relax back that hip. And breathe. And then bring that foot in behind us. We'll come back up into that downward dog. Shifting our hips up, walking ourselves out. Then we'll walk our feet up into our palms. And then slowly roll ourselves up vertebrae by vertebrae so we can get the opposite side. Here, we'll bring that left leg back, having it perpendicular to the mat. Right leg forward. And here, we'll reach up again, reaching through the fingertips. Getting that bend in that right knee. Then we'll turn our gaze sideways. Arms out to both sides straight. Opening up the back. A deeper bend in that right leg. Then we'll drop this left hand to the back of us and extend this right arm into the air as if we gazing at it, gazing into a mirror. Then we'll drop this right leg onto that right knee and extend this left arm slant straight up into the air. Inhaling, allowing. Then we'll bring both hands to either side of the foot, turn onto the balls of that left foot, bring both hands on the inside, and breathe here. We're opening up the hips. So if you want to slightly pulse here to dig deeper, or just stand in this position. Two more breaths. We're constantly inhaling, exhaling. We're not holding our breath. The breath is what guides the energy through the body. And when you're ready, we'll release that left leg to the floor. Resting here. And if you want to take this pose a little deeper, again, come on to the forearms here. And again, keeping that knee within that area where it's not extending past the foot. And when you're ready, we'll walk our hands back, extending this right leg onto our heel, and just stretch that hip back out. And then we will bring this right leg behind us, press both hands to the floor, and come back up into that downward dog, shifting our hips up into the air. Turn ourselves to upside down V with the flat back, walking our legs out. Breathing here. Now, we're going to keep this left leg planted into the mat. Keep both arms planted into the mat as well. Then we're going to extend this right leg into the air. And then bring that right leg to the chest. And go ahead and release it to the floor. And as you release it to the floor, extend that left leg back as far as you can. And we'll walk our arms back so we can sit up into this position. And just go as deep as you feel comfortable. Keep your hands on the mat to keep you leveraged and steady. Just breathe here. And if you want to go deeper on this pose, we'll extend our arms into the air again, reaching a deeper stretch in the back, the lower back, opening up the hips more, stretching through the hamstrings, and release. Then we will walk our hands forward and allow our head to rest onto the mat. And when you're ready, we'll walk our hands back, untuck that toe on the left side, extend this right leg back, and we'll go back into that downward dog so we can get the opposite side. Breathing. 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, we'll keep this right leg planted. Both arms planted, fingers spread wide, extending this left leg into the air. Bringing that left leg to the chest and releasing it to the floor. And as we release it to the floor, we are extending that right leg back and walking our hands back to sit up. And it's okay if one leg or one side of your body is more flexible than the other. That is very natural. So again, go as comfortable as you feel within your body, within yourself. We are tuning in and listening what feels good to our body and allowing the breath to go through the areas, allowing our breath to lead us. And again, if you want to take it deeper, extend both arms into the air. And we'll release that, walking our hands forward to release our head to the mat. Then we'll come back up onto our hands, untucking that foot on the right foot. Extend this left leg back. Again, coming into this downward dog. Breathing. Feeling it all through your body. And then we'll come back onto both knees here. Then we will come into a seated position. Here, we're going to bring this right leg close to our body. Bring this right hand back for support behind our back. Then take this left hand and bring it up and across our right knee. And then twist open, looking at that right hand. This is great for connecting to your digestive system. Just feel your body into the mat. Feel a twist in the back. Openness in the shoulders. Breathe. And when you're ready, we'll release that. Walk that leg out. Get the opposite side, bringing that left leg close to our body. Left hand back for leverage. Right hand up and across and a twist open. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. This is a deep digestive issue connection. We are hugging our internal organs here. Just breathing, sending life force energy to our internal body. And we'll release that, shake that out. Then we're going to come on to our back here. Here, we're going to extend our legs straight up into the air. Just allow both our legs up into the air, arms flat to the side next to us. And breathe here. Getting some reverse circulation in our feet, elevating our womb. Then we're going to actually bend at the knees. Grab a hold to the outside of each side of the foot and bring it closer to us into this happy baby pose. Again, we're extending our hips. We're connecting to ourselves, breathing. Feel free to rock from side to side. Again, expand here. And we'll release that down. Breathing. Then we will take, keeping our feet planted to the floor, knees bent. We will take this right leg and bring it up and take that right foot and bring it onto that left knee and just breathe here. We will take our right hand and press open on that right knee, just expanding more on the hip. Notice any discomfort you may feel in your knee or hip. If there's any pain, just release it or just gently press. Don't press too hard, which causes discomfort. Just take note of it and take notice of it and be gentle with our body here. And we'll release that and get the opposite side, keeping a bend on that right knee, the right knee, bringing his left leg up and across on this right knee and press open on that left knee. And we'll go ahead and release that. And then while we're still at a bent knee, we're going to do a little bit of bridge poses. So we'll have our hands flat to the mat, bring our feet where the heels of our toes can reach our fingertips here. And we're going to press into the mat and lift our hips and back off the floor, the lower back, keeping the upper back onto the floor, but bringing our shoulders together as if they want to touch. So we'll inhale, lift up, bringing our shoulders together as if we want to touch, and breathe here. One more breath. Then we'll slowly bring ourselves back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, till we reach the bottom. And then we're going to release our knees out to the side, bringing our feet together to touch. And breathe here. If you want to press onto the inner thigh, feel free to press here. As you breathe, allow yourself to be open. Then we'll bring our legs close. And we'll do that one more time. We will inhale, lifting up, pressing to the mat, our hands to the mat, bringing our shoulders together close like we want them to touch. Breathe here. And when you're ready, go ahead and release ourselves down again, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly until we reach the mat. And again, allowing our knees to fall over wide, feet together to touch. And we'll press on our inner thighs. Breathing into the womb. Breathing into the thighs. Breathing. If you want to flap your legs, that feels good to you, you can do that as well. Then we will close our knees again. Bring these knees up to the chest. And take a bind around them, holding them, hugging them, rocking from side to side. Then we'll allow our knees to fall over onto the right side, creating a 90-degree angle with our knees and thighs, legs and thighs. And taking this right hand, this left hand, and twisting up and across, allowing our head to follow that gaze, allowing the shoulders to rest on the mat. Then we'll bring our knees back to center again, rocking it to get the opposite side, letting it fall over onto the left side. Bringing that right hand onto the right thigh, and then let it come up and across, watching it with our gaze as we twist open, allowing that shoulder to rest on the mat. And allowing our knees to come back center again. And release our legs to the floor, straight out. And here we will get ready for Savasana, which is conscious resting, creating space in between our arms, space in between our legs, just consciously allowing the energy to flow through our body, consciously allowing our mind to rest, allowing our body to rest. Be still and be present. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. But if you're ready to come out, begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Wash your wrists around, ankles. And bring the knees up to the chest again, hugging yourself. Gently rock yourself up into a seated position. And at this time, I would like to bow to you and thank you for joining me for day 2 in the book of my 30-day challenge. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share my video with a friend, let them join on too. It only takes 30 days to get into a natural habit and ritual, something that you can always come back to, something that you know that made a difference in your mind, body, and spirit. So, until next time.